Okay, I wanted to thank you for coming today. I am doing this for my grad school class. I am the library intern, and I have just a little bit of time left here with all of you wonderful people at Desert Hot Springs. So one of the things that Lorenda and I chatted about was being able to help you establish Google Classrooms. With a little bit of the research that I've done, I found that Google Classrooms has just been around for a month. August 11th was its release date. So there are some bugs that we have found because they are updating the software and they are adding things to it. I've gone and created a couple different classes, and today I would like to be able to help you add your classes. The whole entire idea behind Google Classrooms is that it's to make it easier for you. They have based the system off of simple and pure so that it's user-friendly. With the work that I have done with Google Classrooms, I have found that to be true, that it is pretty user-friendly and self-explanatory.
They based it off of,
Just simplicity.
okay, got it,
So
sorry.
hopefully you'll find that to be.
Yeah,
you'll
I
find that to be
thought
true,
they
too.
were names of programs that I
Oh, no,
wasn't
no,
aware
yeah,
of.
thank you for
Got it.
asking. There's 3 things that Google Classroom will be able to help you do. They'll be able to help you manage assignments, grade your papers, and communicate in real time with students. One of the neat things about Google Classrooms is that they have deactivated the ads. So, sometimes you go to a program and the ads will pop up and it'll distract the students. The ads have been deleted from there, as well as Google Analytics, meaning that Google is not tracking what your students are writing about, so that therefore they get ads and receive information about it. One of the things that I do like about Google Classrooms is because you can share docs with your students. There's no more, I lost the sheet, or there's no more, what was the assignment? I didn't have the original paperwork. So that's good to help keep students organized as well. Gives you more time to teach, students more time to learn. It is improving classroom communication because once we get in it, and I'll show you here in a second, it'll allow you to make announcements, tell the kids when the assignments are due. So therefore, it's going to be all right there in front of their face, and you don't have to worry about them not writing it down and then playing the old, I don't know what you're talking about. When you create things in Google Classroom, it will automatically create folders for you in your Google Drive. So therefore, you don't have to worry about going back and doing things. It does it automatically, and it'll save it how you have named it. Once we get in, you'll see that, and it'll be a little bit easier for you to take a look at. Right now, the easiest way to add students is to give them the code. Right now, Google is having a little bit of difficulty making sure that all of their emails are being uploaded. So with the research that I've done, they have been saying that the easiest way to do it is to give the kids the class code, so that therefore they type it in, and then that way you know everybody's gotten into the classroom.
Can I ask you a question,
Please do.
I had a different schedule until 2 days ago.
Right, I heard about
And now
that.
the people that are in, I have a new period 4, and my period 4, 5, and 6 got mixed around.
Right.
So will the computer automatically know who's in 4, 5, and 6? Do I have to move them around?
You'll have to move them around. Yeah, and what it's smart, but it's not that smart. It's not smart enough to link up with the systems here that we have at Desert Hot Springs.
No.
Again, once we get in, I'll show you and I'll remind you, but if you wanted to take one document and populate it to all the students in your class, it's been told to do that ahead of time because it takes a while for Google Docs to populate and then for it to show up within the students' files. So that was just a little brief overview, and I want to show you a video that I found on Google about Google Docs for your classrooms. So here, this is me, Adair Trial 1, Period 1, Adair Trial 2, Period 2, and then Adair Trial 3, Period 3. So that way you can name them so that you know where it is that you need to be, and that way the students know where they need to be as well. Adair Trial 3 is what I have created for you.
And
Yes.
one thing I noticed too, if you give yourself you can choose your little color at the top, make it different for each class.
Yep.
So it's a visual.
Yeah, so if
It's
you,
really cool.
yeah, it
I've
is
already
neat.
done mine.
And I'm a visual individual, so being able to see the different theme up at the top. So if you go to change class theme, right now they are just all stock photos. Google has not allowed you to put your own photos in there. I think this is the one right here that shows up for everybody. But again, if you come over here to change class theme, click on it, it'll give you quite a few stock photos that you might be able to use. So maybe for biology, maybe for some type of science, computer, writing, just whatever you think would be best. So here is the little 6-minute video. She talks real fast, so hopefully it'll be a good overview.
Requested are in the new version, one being having an about page, a place where you can put contact information and your syllabus and any other materials you want to add for your classroom. So there's now a link to the about page where you can add materials, and when you click on it, you can give a title and then attach from your computer, Google Drive, a video, or a URL. What's most exciting is that in the classroom, you have the ability to create assignments, push them out to students, and the minute they start working on them, you can have the ability to give feedback, to view them, and to comment on them. So I'm going to create an assignment. I'll call this Water Cycle Task Facts. Collaborative drawing. Okay, and I would add a description here and a due date, so I'll put the due date here. And then I'm going to actually grab a file from my drive. I've created this assignment. They can use this doc and replace the directions as they go along with their content. And that way they only have to work with one doc. They don't have to have an assignment page and their own doc. This will be the assignment, and they'll replace the directions with their content as they go along. And I could say students can view the file, students can edit the file. In this case, I want to make a copy for each student because they're literally going to build their
That's where you want to do that ahead of time.
So
Make a copy for each student to allow it to populate.
This doc out to each student once they click on the assignment. So I click on assign. This has been assigned to all the students in the class. If I click on students,
Mostly disturbed.
you can see I have these students in my course. If I go back to the stream and then click on the assignment, you can see that none of it's done, but there's a folder. And that folder will collect all those assignments. But there's nothing in that folder yet. And there won't be until students start working on the assignments. Cameron is one of the students. He's logged into the course. And he sees the assignment here. So he opens it. Upon launching the assignment link, he has access to the doc that's created just for him with his name on it.
So if this was a test, you could populate it during class, and then they could just take it right there, type in their answers, and then submit it. That way you're totally paperless and don't have to bring home a bunch of papers.
Modify it
What do you mean by copy?
and make it what he
Pass out, give out.
Distribute.
So let's say he's gotten this far, he's getting his drawing in, so he's off to a start. And I, the teacher, can now log in to my classroom. So Cameron, we're going to leave you and go back to the classroom. And I'll go back to the home page, and I can see that nobody's passed it in yet. But if I click on the assignment now, I can say, who's working on it? I can see that it's not done, not done, not done. That means it's not been submitted or turned in. But if I click on the folder, any student who has accessed the assignment and begun working on the doc now has a document in the folder that I can just click to open.
So all of this is done automatically for you through Google. You don't have to worry about moving thing from one folder to the next. Google does it for you.
Comments or formative assessment, I can.
Google Docs you couldn't use.
Right.
Remove.
There it is. And the reason why I like this video is because it does show you what it looks like with students. I don't have students here at this school, so I wasn't able to show you what my students would have been doing. So that's why I have the video for you.
Simply can click on turn it in the classroom or directly from the doc. Just clicking on turn it in up at the top will allow Cameron to submit the work for grading and even add a note if he needs to.
one of the things I was thinking of while I was watching this video was with the notes and with the messaging, is to have some sort of clause, some sort of respect issue that if they are making comments, that it's obviously related to the content, not posting YouTube videos that they think are cool.
Just refresh my screen. I didn't actually have to refresh, it's instantly updated. So Cameron has passed it in, so if I click on his name, it says, okay, here's the link to the assignment, and he left me a note here as well. If I want to grade it, I just click here to grade, and I see that I've assigned 100 points to this, so I just go in here and add 100.
Okay, but,
And then
Yeah, let's
Cameron
pause
says
it, let's,
grade
yeah,
the
let's pause it,
assignment.
talk about that for a second.
okay.
So one of the things that I am not sure of is if you can only go off of their grading scale, which is 150, 25, or 175, 50, 25. I don't know yet, because like I said, I don't have students, if you can go in and put your own, like 85 out of 100, I'm not sure if you can do that.
Do they
That-
have A, B, C, D?
It does not look like they have letter grades, looks like all they have is number grades. So that's, and remember, this had just been released about a month ago, so they are still making some updates, and there are still some bugs and glitches that Google is trying to make as user-friendly as possible, so that may be something that'll change in the future, but as of right now, what I can see with my research is it's just the numbers.
How do I manipulate the text? So if they
Yes.
turn in an essay and I need to show them why I gave them an A, B, C, or D.
Yeah.
Like your handwritten notes,
Yeah,
like you
how
used to.
do I do that?
That, you'll be able to do that in a comment section. So you'll have the document in front of you, and then there's going to be a sidebar off to the right-hand side where you can add a comment in particular areas. And when we get into Google Docs, I'll show you where you can add that comment.
Okay.
So if you're familiar with doing it in Google Docs, you can still do the same thing here with Google Classrooms. So they've taken that stuff in Google Drive, like the docs, the spreadsheet, the presentation, and they've merged them with the Google Classroom. So if you were familiar with some of the workings,
I've never manipulated the text, I
Okay.
just send it in.
And you can just
Yeah.
actually click it, and you don't have to write it, you can just find, there's a place, I'm learning.
yeah, and it is a learning process for all of
And-
us.
and in Google Docs, where you, Stephanie has the program that grades essays, and you don't have to type in, and then you just can check for subject-verb agreement problem, active voice, passive voice needs to be replaced by active voice. There's a little check, it'll actually write it in your note for you. And then it'll say, paragraph development, weak topic sentence, and there's a choice that you check on it, and it writes a note on that for you.
Huh, I didn't know about that. That's neat. So is that something that a coworker has found,
That's
or?
Stephanie Lemay.
But is it an extra program?
It's a thing that you can get for free on
Oh,
your
it's an
apps.
app.
It's an app. It's an essay grading app.
Just thinking if I used that program, it would have 100 corrections on that page.
No, it doesn't, no, it doesn't correct it automatically. You can just, it'll just,
You choose what you want the
It
kid
gives
to
you
focus
the
on.
option.
yeah, it just, and one thing I learned about over 34 years of grading English papers is you can't grade everything all the time. You'll kill yourself.
Might
So I
look
wanna-
for specific-
Myself.
I know you have, I know you have, but you'll center on maybe, I say, this time I'm gonna center on topic sentence and the axis paragraph are good enough.
So
Assertion.
herein lies the question. When I'm going over their essays, I can make corrections right there on their essay. I can cross out a word if they put an S on the end of the word. I
There's
can
some
cross
way
it
you
out.
can even
How
have-
do I do it with this? I don't want to be able to just have a place where I can write, if I can just write notes, I'm going to be there forever.
Right.
You know, oh, in paragraph 2 and sentence 3,
Then
you
what- then
did
what I would
this.
suggest
I need
you
to be able
do-
to show them right there.
Is to go through and choose a different font color, maybe red or purple or blue or whatever, and put your correction in. So you know how, like if the kid forgot something and you maybe needed to add a few words to it, you add your words in a different color so they can see what that correction should have been.
There's also a little pencil that you can get. I think you can actually write on the thing, and someone told me about that too.
Yeah, there probably is something for a tablet like that, but as far as non-extra stuff goes, as far as free stuff that Google Classroom offers, that's what we're focusing on. Okay, great questions, thank you. we have just another.
So what is the advantage between just regular Google
And
Docs
we all know that we
and
get
Google
more
Classroom?
descriptive
With Google
feedback
Classroom,
back.
you are able to do a lot more sharing and a lot more communicating. And your students will be able to log in directly to your class, your period that they're in.
This simple improvement with this next version of Google Classroom is a huge progress for us, for teachers, and makes the product more interactive and more valuable to all. All right, so that's just an overview of the two new features that are rolling out with Classroom Business. Thanks for watching.
So let's say I have an assignment typed up.
Uh-huh,
So how do I attach it into the Google
yep, I
Classroom?
was just getting ready to show you that. Can everybody see okay if I sit here?
Oh,
You
yeah.
see that?
Do we have to retype everything we?
No, there's a
No.
way of transferring it.
All right, so here is a trial that I put up for this little session here. There's a variety of different ways that you can add things. So this is the announcement. So if you wanted to click on your announcement, this is like almost like a status update. So let me just say, don't forget about tomorrow's assignment. And then when you post, it'll show up as just a little announcement. If it's like a day later or whatever, and you wanna say, see this attachment. How come teachers can never type as keyboard?
I can't type even when no one's here.
No.
Okay, so here are your options. You can add, upload a file. So if you were to upload a file, you would either drag it from your computer. So this could be saved someplace on your hard drive or on your flash drive, and you would access that.
So
And then
you
you would
highlight
upload
it,
it.
and you drag it over.
So just for example, I don't,
Yeah, let's say it's in our
H drive.
well, no, not an H drive. Let's say it's just in our home drive and we
Yeah.
typed up something for an archetype. We just drag it over and
yeah,
put it in
yeah,
there?
you would select
We
it.
don't put it on that file name?
You don't, yeah,
We don't have to do any of that.
you don't have to.
Just drag and
You would
drop.
just, yeah, you click on it and drag it over.
Will it still remain in my home or
It
have I
will.
lost it forever?
No, it'll
Okay.
remain. I know,
Hey,
it's,
you gotta ask us.
no, the terminology is
It's
scary.
gone forever, you know?
Yeah, you can do that,
Well,
or if you have something saved in your drive, so that would be that's a separate entity. That would be if you had something saved in Google Drive,
Oh.
you can upload it that way.
So drag something in there.
Well, I don't have anything saved on this computer because I'm logged in as a guest, but that's something that you and I can do when you log in, on your computer. I can show you how to do that.
How to drag it.
Yeah, how to drag it. You can, this is inserting files again from Google Drive, so it gives you a couple different options to do that. This is if you want to do a video, which is how I was able to get this video to play for you as one of my announcements. And then there's also a link. So if there was a specific website that you wanted them to access, you would click on the link and then the link button and then enter the link there and then it would show up. So if I scroll down a little bit for you, this was another video that I had found that I thought was good. This was a link to a blog about being able to use Google within the classroom. So I did that by just copying the URL for the blog. Here was something that I had uploaded from my computer as a sample document. So therefore, the piece of paper that they need is right in front of them, and they can't get rid of it, they can't lose it, it won't get lost in the bottom of their backpacks.
And the video is the same thing, you drop and, or you just do the file number www, or what is it called, URL?
The URL, yeah, you would copy and paste.
URL, what it is?
Yeah, the www.
We're old.
Okay.
This right here was an assignment that I had created. Because I don't have any students, it's coming up with 0. But if you had a magical class of only 18, then it would say that 18 students.
Everybody laugh.
Yeah, 18
42.
students, like would be here, maybe if they weren't done. Or if there were 8 students that were done, it would say 8 done, 10 not done.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so, and I made all of this by either clicking on announcement or assignment. When it shows up as assignment, then it will come up over here and be a little reminder for the students. Down here is the class code, which as of right now is the easiest way to invite students to your class, and that would be the code that they would give.
No, because they have the class code, can they get into someone else's paper?
That's a great question. They cannot. It is a code for this class, so they'll be able to see everything. But all the work that they do, because we are a Google Gmail account tool, will only be done in their Drive.
Okay.
And when I say Drive, I mean Google Docs, Google Presentation, Google Spreadsheet.
Each class has its own code.
Right. So this code is whatever, blah blah blah. If I come back over here to Adair Trial 2, it's a different code.
Can they read each other's papers?
Not unless they share them. If in Google Docs, you can go through and you can give people sharing rights, or you can give other classmates editing rights, but that's a separate thing that they have to do, that is not able to be done here.
So the student shares it with their class.
If they wanted, if that was the thing.
So if you wanted to make an assignment where two of them have to edit and share each other's papers.
Yes. They have to share with
They would
each
have to
other.
share with each
They
other.
can use their phone.
Yeah, they can, they can do their own electronic device, whether it be an iPad or a Chromebook or their own little laptop. And the neat thing about all this being online is that you don't have to take your computer with you. All you have to do is just be able to have access to the internet and log on to Google.
And therein lies the problem,
How so?
access to the internet.
Yes, that could be an issue, especially.
For instance, my fifth
home.
period, I had our Chromebooks out fifth period,
Oh, and then the internet crashed.
no one, the whole assignment was gone. By the time I put all the Chromebooks back, passed out the books, what a novel idea, books.
Books, what
By
are
the time I
those?
did that, 3/4 of the class was over. Sixth period came in, all of a sudden the internet's back up, they're working fine. Now my classes are in different places.
Yeah, I had that.
And that is a frustration
And until that's fixed, I
from
ain't doing it.
North Carolina to
Is that
California.
North Carolina, till they fix that, I ain't doing this.
Hi, Hill,
But
baby.
see, really, the only thing that I want to use it for is,
Uh-huh.
I want to put the assignment up,
Yep.
essay number 1 that they
Uh-huh.
owe me.
Yes.
Give them their class code,
Mhm.
and I just want them to send their essays to me via Google Classroom.
Are you
serious? And then I can manipulate the text, do whatever, give them the stuff and send them a grade back.
Yes. So, that will be able to happen once you get in and kind of see how it is. So now that I've given you a very vast overview, if you still have time, I would love for you to log on to the computer so that I can give you a little bit of one-on-one attention and help you set up an actual
Oh,
classroom.
somebody else.
Mine are set up.
Were you already doing?
Mine are set up, so
Yeah, I've already
Jan,
got
why don't you
mine.
set yours up?
Okay, are you finding it to be?
I have never
user-friendly
even
when
set my
the internet
classrooms
works?
up or
Yes,
anything, so. I need
they
to
were
do
able to
it.
send me all their docs on there, they've been able to send me pictures for me to print out, they've been able to send me bios, they've been able to send, yeah, it's fairly easy once you get it. The only problem is,
Big one is not
it's gonna just start piling up, I mean, I'm gonna have all these things eventually pile up, and
That was
how
one
do
of
you
the things
find
that
anything?
that was one of the things that I was wondering how that might work. It's difficult for me to answer that question for you because I don't have students, but all that I.
And I can tell you, as far as passing out papers, I can do that in 100th of the time that it takes to get the Chromebooks out, get everybody open, get everybody logged on, get everybody working, get everybody to get on their website. I could have been halfway through a lesson already.
Right, and the unfortunate part about it is that the buzz right now within the educational world is technology, technology, technology. But it's not gonna solve every single problem. Yes.
You already have your classes signed up, correct?
Do you need to hop on a computer and do
Yes,
anything?
I'm going to go up on the computer and I'm going to try to create an assignment, and then I'm going to learn how to paste and click and drag and all that
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Okay,
So I'm going to create a document. I might not be ready to do it today, but eventually, my goal is to, and then you can copy from year to year too, can't you?
yeah, you'd be able to save it.
See, eventually, you can have everything all ready to go, and then you can adjust it, you can alter it if you want to.
Yeah, and do different
Here's my
times,
website.
yes.
Can't see it.
Do different times. sure they're.
Do I just call it?
I'll tell you, you want me to tell you
Google
how this would
Classroom,
work?
yeah.
Want me to tell you how this would work?
How?
One day you're gonna come in, you're gonna sit at your desk, and every desk is going to be a computer.
Yes, yeah.
And they will all be on all the time, and they won't run out of batteries,
Right.
and then all of this will work.
Well, some of the videos that I saw, some schools have gone 100% paperless, and they are using Google Drive for everything.
And I'll bet you they're not getting anywhere near done with their basic guides and getting to what they need to get to.
It would be interesting to see test scores from one year to the next, from paperless and.
But do they all have the bandwidth to make it work?
They must,
Okay, so
they
here I am.
must have to. Okay, great. So
Yeah,
now,
computers could just
Silent
be on all the
classroom,
time,
classroom, Google
and never have to turn them off, and never run out of batteries. This is a great concept.
Click on
But
the
until that happens,
create, yes, ma'am.
Creative
I
class.
couldn't even take roll this morning.
Here
I had
we
to
That's what I'm talking about.
I had to call because something happened. Then we-
Did you want to hop on this computer and do?
I'm gonna the rest of them come back and I'm gonna say.
I've already got this going, so I'm gonna go.
Okay, sorry, what do you want me to do?
You know, Tom, I think
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just slightly more vision than you, so this is not totally the blind meaning of life.
Do I keep creating them?
Yeah, just go to, we got,
Orange 1A, because then okay, now how do I add on? Oh, this one's good for my.
still thinking.
Oh, still thinking. Okay. Change like anxious to. You're really good at what you do, you're nice and clear.
Oh, thanks. Other than I turn red all the time.
Oh. No, I don't see that. This is take off.
Do you want to, I can log off here, and then you can have two ladies next to each other? Or do you?
Or would you rather I go somewhere else?
It doesn't matter, whatever's easiest for you.
Civil shit like a word.
Okay.
Be my friend, and then log out of here. Don't be lost, we're in this together.
Well, and the neat part about it is that this has only been up for a month, so.
So you're really not far behind.
Yeah, so when you need to, you have to go to add my pass, and then that will be your Google log.
Same as Google.
I'm trying to remember how to log into Google.
No, I did not.
They're dark chocolate with almonds.
Oh, very nice. That is something I would love to. That is something my body can handle. I don't think I have.
Do you want some sparkling water?
Oh, that would be great too. Thank you.
Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the TV off. Well, I prior to deciding to get my master's degree, I was for 12 years, so. If I want people to come, I knew I
You know, that
needed
is so
supply chains.
nice. I think that that's an asset for the.
Yeah, it is, and it is.
It can be so overwhelming.
It is overwhelming. Okay, I don't know why this is working, it's not working, so let's do dismiss.
Okay.
Because of the browser?
Were we supposed to create a Google account for this email, for our work email?
You already have a Google account. So you sign in at Smith at
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, then you have to change it.
I think I changed it.
There you go.
Can you tell me?
Did she change it?
No, she said.
Oh, I'm in?
Okay, so you should change that password 1 year. You haven't changed it from PHUSD 1 to 3.
Okay, so you
Link your.
are a teacher.
To this account.
Go ahead and press cancel. Uh-huh.
I thought I changed my password. Can I change my password?
Okay, so this is you, and in order for you to create first class, put the round plus
So that's what needs to be done. There we go.
Right, so yeah, so here is where, and then if you want to do on this line down here, then here's one.
This account opens one for the district.
And I'm gonna sign in.
So any of the press create correctly, and that's.
Do I save passwords?
No.
I would not say the password. Yeah, I would only say the password if you
Oh,
are.
it has one.
Yeah, that was.
That's fine.
And that was from. Okay, so I can share properly because you have to do your.
require class code. Okay, so it's only
Where,
class folder in Drive.
Cafe.
Like, yeah. Okay, so it's telling me about that folder that I don't really know how to get.
Okay, so,
Do I get rid of this? Or it's okay,
giving you a
so
little bit of
it's
tutorial.
from the phone?
Yeah, okay, so now that's that.
Is that my, that's not the folder?
This is what your period one,
Yeah, this
will
is-
see.
Okay, gotcha.
This is their class code, so if I was you, I would write that down, just so that you have it someplace safe.
I thought I did bring a pen, if I would bring a pen with me, but I think
Hey, Loranda, when we're making classes, for Miss Sybil over here, it says that, oops, there was a problem.
So the problem with